Welcome back to ciLiving. In an effort to raise money for a good cause and keep items out of landfills, two men in a junk truck are having a garage sale, and the best part is the money is going to a good cause. Here today, sponsoring our segment and to tell us more, is Travis Blaney. Welcome back to ciLiving.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, so you were here last time and we were packing, and it was two men and a truck. How are two men in a junk truck and two men in a truck different and the same?
They are the same umbrella of companies. Our ownership is local, just like the Two Men in a Truck franchise. So we're owned by Dan and Renee Shunk, and they are U of I grads, local people. So, but the Two Men in a Junk Truck just came out of kind of, with the Two Men in a Truck and the moving. People are like, hey, we're not going to take this. How do we get rid of it? Two Men in a Junk Truck was just a good extension of that business that was already, set up. So.
And that makes sense because it makes it easy, because as you're sort of pulling things out and you're like, that doesn't fit in the space, rather than you having to do it yourself and get it out, ultimately it's so much better if you can just haul it away for us.
It is. It makes it much easier and very convenient. And like I said, just a good tie-in with the moving services that are already there. So.
And so what is this garage sale that's coming up?
So Two Men in a Junk Truck, we do as much landfill diversion as we can. So as we've collected items here over the past year or so, we've got items that either couldn't be taken for donation because they just had too much stuff and couldn't accept it, or we couldn't find a place to take it. So they're actually still good items. So we thought, well, what can we do with these? They're kind of sitting in the warehouse. They're, they're still usable, could be recycled, upcycled, whatever the case might be.
Right.
We thought, well, let's sell these. And part of what we're going to do with the garage sale is the proceeds are going to go to Courage Connection. So Courage Connection in town works with families and women who are in domestic violence situations.
Okay.
So they help provide support, education, and resources for those people that need that. And so that money is going to go to them. So, and it's part of our Two Men in a Truck has a program called Movers for Moms, and we're working with Courage Connection this spring to help them collect things they need. So.
And can you talk a little bit more about Movers for Moms? What is that initiative?
Yeah, so Movers for Moms is a national program of Two Men in a Truck. We work, each individual franchise and throughout the United States finds a local shelter that they can work with and help them to collect donations that they need. So like for Courage Connection, they need diapers and wipes and things like that. But of course they also need funding because everything is, it's given to them from the community. So, and so this is just a good way to kind of tie all that in. And so Two Men in a Junk Truck being a part of Two Men in a Truck is able to put all that together. So yeah.
And one thing I really like about your company that you touched on a little bit last time you're here is sort of that landfill diversion part of this. So can you talk a little bit about, besides like the garage sale and all of that, how do you guys, make sure that sort of you're, as much as you can, repurposing as much as possible?
Yeah, so we try to find partners, either if the landfill, if it doesn't have to go to landfill, if we can find people that can recycle it, again, if they can upcycle it, any of those kinds of places that can do those. So even our corrugated, if there's a way that we can reuse that corrugated in some way, we're just always looking for ways to do that. So we've built a few, quite a few partnerships in the community that just help us to, say, hey, we've got some metal, can you take this? Or we have, these items, can you take these? And they take them for us. So
right.
Yeah.
And if somebody is looking for something and wants to shop at this garage sale, where, when, how?
Yeah, so it will be Saturday, April 12th. It is from 8 a.m. to noon, and it is at 701 West Bradley Avenue. So it's our Two Men in a Truck office. They'll open the gates and you can come in. I don't think there's not going to be any prices on the stuff. So just come in, whatever you feel like you should pay for that. I think that's what we're going to take. And so we will take cash or check and just looking to, like I said, just give back to, the community the best way we can, I guess. So
that's great. So ultimately it's pay what you will and then the money goes to a good cause.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. What a great thing for our community.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being here and sponsoring our segment today and for giving us all this information.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate you letting us tell our story.
Absolutely, anytime. Well, when we come back, Rebecca Strom from the Muhammad Library is here with book recommendations and information about upcoming events. And then later in the show, the Refinery Gym is here with a Zumba workout. ciLiving will be right back.